Hello everybody and welcome back to Jade Empire, where we are, currently fighting off some cannibals. Still in Spirit, or not Spirit Thief, Storm Dragon here. This is actually a good time to go ahead and do that nonsense. There we go, these guys really aren't very threatening. Fantastic. We already killed the innkeeper, so we don't need to worry about any of the nonsense that he was doing. Get out of here. Oh, okay. If that's the way you want to play this. There we go. Get out of here. Fantastic. Hey, we got the temple crystal.
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup. Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, I can finally talk to you. My name is Henpecked Ho, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers.
Pleased to meet... Wait, did you just say henpecked?
My wife is unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture.
Yep. Where is she now?
The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below.
What's actually in those caves? Okay, fine. There are caves below this inn? I saw them on the map already.
I heard a lot about the caves from the cannibals. There's something down there they call the Mother, and I think whatever, is what made them what they are.
What do you know about this mother?
She is some sort of greater demon the cannibals serve. I think she's the reason they're as twisted as they are. From what I overheard, the mother was trapped in this hill before sagacious Chen forged the Jade Empire, but something has disturbed her. I don't know how or why this mother of theirs has returned to the world, but if she can do this to men, she must be stopped.
How do they reach the caves below?
That is something I do not know. They would leave the inn and then return. I wasn't in a position to ask for details.
Okay. That's enough about the caves.
Is there anything else that I can help you with?
What were your captors?
Well, they're cannibals. They were once men, but they were corrupted, twisted into flesh-eating abominations.
Mm-hmm. How did they disguise themselves?
The keeper, the one who met everyone, including yourself, at the door, had some skill with magic. You might have seen through the illusion in time, but most people never get the chance. They're usually taken, or worse, changed into one of them.
Why did they keep you around?
They kept me around in hopes that I would make this place seem more normal, and they needed me to help run the inn. They're none too bright, really.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
I resolved to try and tip off the first warrior who dared come to this place. The cannibals must be stopped.
Okay, where do they come from?
They claimed that they were changed by a creature called the Mother in the caves below.
Right.
Apparently she's an ancient demon responsible for twisting these sick creatures.
You've kind of already said that. We should discuss something else.
A good idea. Even talking about them makes me queasy.
Let's see here. I want to know all I can about these cannibals.
You killed the cannibals up here, but there's more in the caves below. I don't know how they got in or out, or how they took prisoners down there. I do know that they were terrified of something called the Forest Shadow. I'm willing to bet that would be a good place to start.
Okay, so we need to go talk to the Forest
If you're planning
Shadow.
to tackle these beasts, I want to help. In my own way, of course. I'm not much with my fists. Not anymore, anyway.
Okay.
But you'd be surprised what tricks an old bunmaster might know. Have you ever heard of drunken master style?
Of course, but I've never seen the style.
I was a master. Top of my game and well known in Phoenix Gate, one of the great cities in the prosperous East. My skills earned me fame, fortune, and a wife.
Can you teach me, Drunken Master?
Teaching is all I can do. As I said, fame, fortune, and a wife. I discovered fairly early on that she had opinions, most of them regarding alcohol and my regular consumption of it.
Uh-huh.
I can still teach you, though. She has never expressly forbidden that. I have a few bottles on me right now if you'd like to learn.
I mean, we might as well. Teach me how.
Pay attention, I don't like repeating myself. Now, when I am with you, I can throw you bottles of wine. You must pick these up in order to use Drunken Master.
Okay.
The effect wears off quickly, but I will make sure you don't run out of wine, as long as you keep the enemies off of me. Now, watch my technique.
Okay, so we have to pick up these bottles here. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Well, it's pretty quick, this style. Should probably go pick up this bottle of wine here. Yeah, definitely fast. Faster than White Demon, anyway. Doesn't do much damage.
There, you got it. Your job isn't done, though. There are still more cannibals in the hill.
Obviously.
I don't know how to get in there, though.
You've already stated
The
that.
cannibals were dead set against that forest shadow. They didn't want anyone going near the temple. Maybe you could find her and get some answers.
That's the idea. I've cleared a path through the forest. Go to Tien's Landing. We don't have points in Drunken Master, so it does very little damage. So I really... We can investigate going that route later on, but for right now, I think I want Dawnstar here.
Well, it must be safer than this place. Good luck. You'll need it, I'm afraid.
Okay. So, as far as this new style goes, we've got... It doesn't actually show up in our style list. So,
I just hope we don't bump into my suspicious spouse.
he cannot attack. He can only do his support that enable the Drunken Master style. So, in that case...
I am honored that you have chosen me.
The style does much more damage than other martial styles. I'm not sure I agree with that. Yeah, let's just keep running with Dawnstar. Giving up that chi is... It's really hard to do. Okay, let's take a really quick look over here. So this creates all of these little puddles. What happens if we run through every puddle in the time? Nothing. Uh-huh. I have no idea what to do with these shrines. I have seriously no idea. They're not differentiated in any way. Uh-huh. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with them. Maybe the forest spirit would have a little bit better of an idea. We can always come back, I think. Maybe. Well, he seems to be good at
How
his
can you
job.
fight so well when all you do is drink?
It's harder to drink your watered-down swill than face those ghosts. Is everything in this damn forest missing the good parts? Hold on. That one's got all her parts, and none of them are hanging out. About time I had a challenge.
Wait, no, that's not a... Damn him.
White demon.
Oh, okay. So now we need to beat this guy up, huh?
Storm dragon.
Well, that should be pretty easy to do, really. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy.
Storm dragon.
Let's refresh this storm dragon.
White demon.
There we go. Very easy.
Storm dragon. White demon.
You know, if you want to make an impression, Black Whirlwind, you're going to need to try harder than that.
You're no ghost. Hell, you're barely human. No one has ever withstood the axes of the Black Whirlwind before.
So, let's go with your strikes are clumsy as a drunken cow, because they kind of were. He really, he really didn't do a good job there.
Drunken cows are no joke. I had to wrangle a whole herd of them once. Bloody things broke into a winery and drank till their milk was curdled. I finally rounded them up, but the farmer said the milkings were unbearable for a week after that. Milk and wine. Yeah, that's a bad mix.
I imagine so.
Anyway, I'm guessing you must be here on Lord Yun's business. Can't imagine why anyone would come here otherwise. You'll want to talk to Spearcatch's Leaf. He's Lord Yun's man. I'm just the hired mercenary.
I am so very sorry. You must accept my apologies. He is uncontrollable sometimes.
No harm done,
Keep your
literally.
apologies. That was amazing. Spearcatch's Leaf is no warrior. He doesn't understand the thrill of victory.
Or defeat,
Just
in your
had the
case.
unexpected honor of defeating the Black Whirlwind, the self-styled deadliest mercenary in the Jade Empire.
So, what earns a mercenary a title like Deadliest?
The tales say this man once stormed an entire fortress alone, naked and screaming his defiance into the night.
Ha! Scared the tar of those border guards. But they botched the story. I was naked, screaming, and I was dead drunk.
Uh-huh. So, you didn't seem all that skilled to me.
We didn't exactly fight to the death, did we? Besides, I'm not nearly drunk enough to be at the top of my game. There's nothing to drink in this blasted forest.
I see. So, which part of your naked, drunk, and screaming attack works best?
Wouldn't you like to know, Missy? Let's just say it's the only part that matters.
I'm gonna go with the drunk part there. Are there any stories of your exploits I would know?
There's dozens of them. But if you didn't recognize me right away, you must not have heard them. Now really isn't the time to share them. I'd need about 5 bowls of wine and a soft patch of ground to even get started.
Okay, forget about the attack. If your spear catches Leaf, we need to talk.
Yes, I'm Spearcatch's Leaf, Lord Yun's lead hunter. I learned a ritual from Lord Yun's father, and I had hoped to use it to ask the aid of the Forest Shadow.
Tell me more about this ritual.
I've set the fires and the furnaces are ready, but one of the key crystals is missing. Without it, we can't even see what these furnaces are supposed to do.
I have the crystal here.
You have it? Excellent. I should return and report this to Lord Yun. He will want to hear this news.
I need to know more about the ritual before you leave.
The crystal fits into the central pedestal atop these steps, unlocking the lens arms in the lower furnaces so they can direct light to the remaining furnaces.
Okay. What purpose do the other furnaces serve?
The other furnaces have colored crystals in them, presumably to alter the light. Lord Yun's father called this the Ritual of Seasons. A forest, he said, cares about only 2 seasons. The cooler air of winter and the blistering heat of summer are the only things it notices.
Okay. What does the central pedestal do?
It's attached to some sort of lens that I believe is designed to focus light from the furnaces. If you get the ritual right, it is supposed to reveal the forest shadow.
What colors typically represent what seasons?
Winter skies are crisp and blue, while the fields of spring are green. Summer's heat is burning red, while in autumn, yellow leaves are seen.
Okay, so we care about blue and red then, because he said that that was the only things the forest cares about, right? So, can you tell me anything else?
There are some old tomes in the temple itself, in a stand near the right wall. You might be able to learn more by poring through them.
Well, at the very least, we'll get XP. Okay, I think I can figure this out from here.
All right. Summer and winter seem to be the key. Black Whirlwind will stay behind to offer whatever help he can. If anyone can control him, it's you.
I mean, I'm sure I can find a use for him back in the camp.
Hey, I'm not some cheap bottle of wine to be passed around. Damn it, even wine shouldn't be passed, in my opinion.
Lord Yun paid you very well to safeguard his men, and now you're being paid to safeguard his new agent. Surely you don't mean to go back on your word.
My word isn't worth a damn thing. That said, I'm still reeling from actually losing to anyone short of an army.
Oh boy. Let's go with this one. Stick with me and you'll see more than that.
Let me level with you. I don't lose fights, and I damn well didn't expect to lose one in this forest. Then you come along and beat me handily.
Are you sure following me won't interfere with your mercenary lifestyle?
Nah. So long as I'm fighting and drinking, preferably at the same time, I think I can let that part where you pay me slide.
Okay.
My only rules are, don't touch my axes, don't touch my wine, and don't get between me and my enemies. If you can live with that, we'll get along just fine.
Yep, you can sit back in camp.
Well, you and me and little Miss Magenta here. Maybe she can distract our foes, flush a little leg.
Would you like to see the damage these legs can inflict firsthand?
Feisty. I like that.
Be safe. The spirit's willing, I will reach Lord Yun's camp quickly. If you need more supplies or training, that is where I will be.
Let's go find something and make it stay a lot worse.
Make your way to Tien's Landing and look for my other followers. I will call you back if I decide we need you, but I don't think we will.
Right. If I'm lucky, something will try to jump me on the way there. Though I bet you've ruined the fun by clearing a path for me already. Maybe I'll take the long way.
You do that. Okay, so let's see what exactly he's capable of doing. He cannot support. He can only hit with dual axes. His attacks can damage spirits. Yep. Okay. We'll keep Dawnstar. So, as far as all this goes, we've got a focus shrine over here that we don't need to use. We've got a scroll stand here. Let's go ahead and start trying to figure out this ritual. Temple Records, a collection of logs, notes, and records maintained by the Yun family up until roughly 15 years ago. One entry catches your eye. My son seems utterly disinterested in the temple, and I worry that he pays no attention to the lessons I try to impart. The key, of course, remains in knowing that the seasons which affect a forest most are summer and winter, and the colors associated with these two seasons. If I'm right, and my lessons fly from his head as quickly as they can, then I fear for his safety should he attempt the ritual incorrectly. These furnaces are an ancient magic, and ancient magics draw dark attentions. Another note, entered a bit later, reads, "As I feared, my son pays little heed. Perhaps I will install something to remind him. Violet is not our family color, but I hope it can be a potent reminder." whatever that means. So I think that's indicating that if we get it wrong, we are going to need to defeat some ghosts or something, probably. And then we can, you know, minimize the game. It's got to happen at least once per episode. There we go. The Dragon of Storms, being an argument on the origins of focus. Minshi, the Dragon of Storms, was a master who lived hundreds of years before the formation of the Jade Empire. Legends of her exploits could fill a library. While the veracity of such fables must be questioned, all yarns agree that she formalized the teachings of the Storm Dragon style and brought knowledge of true focus to the martial arts. Debates still rage on the subject, but the evidence is there to support such claims. Take, for instance, that harmonic combinations initiated by Storm Dragon invariably allow the user to collect his thoughts and steal some of his opponent's focus essence. Such a synergy is hard to dismiss, and when I questioned Jan the Iron Fist, a master of some renown, he replied, "Only a fool denies legends. They always hold a grain of truth." Jan speaks wisely. Not widely. How do you speak widely? Anyway, would it be so hard to accept that Storm Dragon was developed to make it easier for its adepts to achieve true focus in battle? This author thinks not. Hey, we leveled up. Okay. So, we're just kind of pushing forward evenly-ish. Let's put a point into Spirit, and then 2 into Mind to catch that up with Body. And we have 11 style points available. So, let's see. We've been kind of leaning away from Ice Shard recently. In part because we've been fighting demons and ghosts. But Storm Dragon is effective against most things, as is White Demon. So let's go ahead and put a speed increase into Storm Dragon so that we can get those out faster. We could go for a duration increase as well, but let's take a quick look here and see what we can do. Nope, we can't do anything here. So let's go ahead and put this right on into the duration increase for Storm Dragon. Excellent. Okay. So Storm Dragon is now better. And let's see what's up here. Uh-huh. Not much in this shrine. So we've got this thing here. Do we do it from up here? No. Is it actually out here? A possibility. Pedestal. We lost the temple crystal. We place the once missing crystal into the pedestal, and this automatically happens apparently. Okay, so now we can come down here. Uh-huh. So, interesting. Interesting. This one here is the regular one. And then we've got fall and winter over here. And spring and summer over here. Unless I'm just colorblind. Which I am. Let's go ahead and try the red switch. We can't do anything with that currently. Okay. So what about the blue switch over here? Can't do that. Can't do the yellow switch either. And we can't do the green switch. So what about this switch? Oh, we can do that one. Okay, so we now have white light connecting over here. In that case, we should probably grab the blue switch. Okay. And what's this down here? We've got ourselves another thing. What's all the way down this way? Oh, there's a headstone. We'll take 4 silver. Oh, we've got ourselves some ghosts. Oof. That's very obnoxious. Get out of here, you ghosts. Come on. There we go.
Your end is near.
This is basically free XP here, because we already killed these, didn't we? Are these shrines related in some way? It's possible. We may need to finish up this puzzle up here, though, before we can interact with them properly. So let's go ahead and turn on this switch, and that should shoot a white light at the spring and summer one. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So we are currently shooting blue light at the forest spirit up there, and so now we need to be shooting red light for summer. Because the only thing the forest cares about, it's told us multiple times, are summer and winter. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Looks like it worked. Well, I'm going to go ahead and walk up here and put a cut in, and then next episode, we will be going through this portal to heaven, apparently. See you all then.